Hello, my darlings. Nice to see you again. Hopefully, you're nice, meaning that you're all right. So, it's been a while since we link up, so I decided, I feel like linking up, you know. I'm here for those who I like and who like me. Yeah, because everybody ain't gonna like you. That's just the way it is. All right, so we're gonna accept that. So, right now, I'm gonna tap into those who actually appreciate what I'm doing here, those who wish me well, and reciprocate that blessing to you. So, this reading, my dears, is for you. I don't know what's gonna come out, I don't know what God's wanna share with us, you know. So, yeah, you are special. Now, I don't know if you see yourself as special, but the fact that I know I'm special and I link up with your story, if you hear your story come out in my readings here, it tells me that you are special. So if you didn't know you're special, I'm telling you now, you're special. Doesn't mean you're better than anybody, okay? But just know, say, you're not irrelevant. You are very relevant. Okay, even if people try to make you think otherwise, people do the utmost to try to convince you otherwise, just know, say, you are special. To the point where some people think you're probably crazy. Yeah, some people, they think you're cuckoo. But that's because you're not on their level. And it's like you can understand them, but they can't understand you. So that's how you know you're special. Yeah. I hope you got that. You can understand them, but they can't understand you. So you understand yourself and you understand them. They can only understand themselves and they assume that you're crazy. So that means there's something wrong with them, not something wrong with you. So if you've been experiencing anything like that, just know, say, it's not you, it's them. Don't need to prove yourself to anybody, okay? You just need to get to know your own self. Build your own self. And if they're pushing to the point where they're irritating the crap out of you, park them to one side, any which side of the highway you like, so that you can have a free road to go forward. Because you are special and your work here is bigger than them. It's bigger than self as well. So we're doing it for ourselves and we're doing it for those who are dependent on our ability to stay in focus. All right. So let's see what the Most High would like to say to us. Yeah. What would you like to say to us, Most High? Let's have a few messages. This is I like French. I only speak it un peu. That's if I said that well at all, but I love French. It's sexy. Matter of fact, French is the only subject I passed in school with a C. No English. Interesting. I'm being told to take all them cards. So that's what we're going to do now. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands, which speaks about communication, forward movement. Right after the Eight of Wands, we have the Four of Swords, which talks about resting. Okay, wait, let's see this underlying. And we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so this is talk about I was reaching for the cards. What? Ask me, why am I reaching for the camera to reach for the cards? So next we have the Five of Swords. Now what I'm getting from this is actually taking that rest from communication, because it's all about your own self, okay? For your own good. All right? So that's what this is about here. Taking a break from linking up for your own nourishment, for your own healing. Four of Swords. Okay. Yeah, because there's some kind of a blockage to this Ace of Pentacles and this Ace of Wands when it comes to your work. Interesting. Let me see what this is saying. It's a very interesting message. Hang on. So this is the underlying issue here, yeah? So, Magician coming next. So what I'm getting is like someone was trying to block our path forward towards these blessings here, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles talk about like tangible blessings, okay, things in the physical world. So it could be anything material, and then this is talking about like ideas, brilliant ideas and stuff like that. It's like so it's about taking a break to replenish, because there was a blockage to you receiving these things. So we have the Magician coming in next, then we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Cups after that, and then the Emperor. Wow, there's some major hitters up in here, boy. Yeah, they were trying to hold you back from your justice, from getting what you want. They were trying to fight down your independence. Nine of Pentacles. They're trying to stop you from, or stop us from being independent and self-reliant, you know what I'm saying? At peace within our individuality. What? Trying to stop us from achieving our wishes. Yeah. That balance. Wow. Interesting. Okay. So, if you were in a rest mode like I was, then you needed to go into that rest mode so that you can replenish, because there was someone trying to stop you from attaining your strength, really, your financial and mental strength. They were trying to block your creativity and block your ability to achieve financially tangible things, the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, so I don't know if you knew that there was someone, or it could be more than one person, because there was a King and Queen of Pentacles and an Emperor. So these aren't low level people, these are high level people. These are people with power and influence that were trying to stop you from reaching the level of excellence that you are capable of. Well, I kind of knew, but I just didn't care. Because I know that my God is bigger than any trouble and every trouble that is ever going to be put in my path. Anywho, so the cards to fall out, we have just so you know, after that, we had the lovers, yeah, and we had the heartbreak. And we have the 10 of Wands. So whoever these people are that were trying to stop us from attaining this wonderfulness that we are so capable of and inevitably going to attain, they're highly disappointed right now, and if they're not already, they will be. Okay, they're not gonna get anywhere with that. So anyhow, so the cards to come out, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which talks about changing one's fate, changing one's destiny. We have the 10 of Pentacles, okay, that talks about long-term stability, security, excuse me. That talks about like family, stuff like that. So it could be family, money, anything that brings you that long-term stability, okay? The Chariot talks about moving forward. It's a battle, but moving forward. And we have the Knight of Swords. I think this would be the King and Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor that were trying to stop us, because they're facing all this wonderfulness over here, okay, trying to change it. And we have the 8 of Cups, which talks about walking away. And anytime you walk away from anything, you usually go out to seek what you consider to be something better, okay? So when you walk away from something, it's because you feel like it's not good enough. Whatever you're going to, you feel like it's something better, okay? So we have the 9 of Swords, which talks about being highly irritated, worried, scared, anxious, having no peace of mind, all right? And we have the 3 of Cups, which talks about happy times, celebration, success, companionship, you know, good vibes, good times. So, yeah. So what I'm getting from this, we have this Knight of Swords people trying to come in to change this, because we had the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Chariot, which talks about, although it's a challenging time going forward, you will go forward in victory. Okay, so this is what the cards look like. Wait, they're in front of me, hang on, wrong way around. So it's like, wait, this would be on this side, this side, this side. Oh shit, I don't know how to do it because I don't want to mix you up. But anyhow, the Knight of Swords is heading straight towards the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Chariot, okay? So yeah, so it's like this. So we got that and that and that goodness, and then we have this motherfucker trying to come in to change shit. Yeah, that's what it looks like in front of me. Behind that, we have the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Swords, and then the 3 of Cups. So they wanted to keep you, okay, so they wanted to keep us in torment about our possibility of attaining victory, attaining this happiness, these good times, peace of mind, you know what I'm saying? So that's what they wanted for us. They wanted us to not have confidence in ourselves. They wanted us to doubt ourselves. So that's what the King and Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor was up to. Okay. Yeah. So, I don't know if you are aware of it, but there are people, very powerful people out there who are actually putting in great effort to cause a lack of self-belief within us. They say we're too confident. They say we have too much power. They see They see our potential for success and they try to stop it. I was supposed to be working this morning and he's late for his appointment, and I just decided, well, okay, we're gonna cancel him then, since it's like life hasn't been allowing me the time to actually get on here and do the time or the drive. I haven't really had to drive the motivation to come on and do a video to inform you guys of what's happening and things like that. So I just took this opportunity and said, okay, we're doing that right now. And I didn't know what was gonna come out. I didn't even know what I was gonna base the reading on, but I felt loved. I felt like sharing my love with you who love me. I'm not here for the rest of them. They can do whatever. I don't care. But for those who actually see me for who I am, those who appreciate what I'm doing, what I'm giving, and those who benefit and appreciate the assistance that I've been giving through the messages and stuff like that, I'm here for you. Okay, so we got 1. Let me keep it like that. 2, 3, 4. Because I find a lot of the times people subscribe to your channel and stuff like that, but not for the right reasons, you know. So I'm trying to tune out the distractions. I'm trying to separate the wolf from the sheep. I'm trying to separate the real from the fake. We don't have time for the fake right now. Okay, so let's see the cards to come out. We have Be of Service. Yeah, so get on your grind, people, and do whatever it is that you do in the kingdom. Yeah, in the hierarchy of life. Just do you. There are people trying to stop you. Recognize that there are people trying to stop you. Don't force it, mind you, because sometimes these people who think that they're doing what they're doing to hurt us, they're actually working for the divine, because the steps of a good man or woman are ordered by the Lord. And the Lord uses our enemies, so that which the enemy meant for evil, God turned it around for good. And this is how people like us survive. So do not be upset. Do not be in haste. Take your time and go forward. Follow your intuition. Okay? God will let you know when it's time. All right? So don't be angry at delays. Okay? Just know that it's divine guidance. And one of the cards to come out was Trust the Divine Plan, but we're going to get to that one after. So the first card to come out is Be of Service. Then we have the Speak Up. The Speak Up card was like this. So that's telling me know when to speak up and know when to stay silent. Okay? We're not here to fix everything. We're not here to fix everyone. We are only here to do the things that we're here to do, because God has a bunch of people in strategic places to take care of each issue, okay, that we face as humanity. So although we would like to fix everything, we are not called to fix everything or everyone. All right. We are here to do what is put within us. So know that which was put within you and pursue that, because that is your role. That is your job. All right. So know when to speak up and know when to stay silent. Know when to move, know when to chill. Okay. We have Reach for the Stars. So yeah, do your best. Put your best foot forward. So when you go hard. Go hard so that the idiots can go home. Yeah. I hope you got that. If you're gonna do something, you might as well put in your best effort, or else it doesn't make any sense. If you half step with it, let it be because you were meant to, not because you were driven by fear. But in any case, just do. I guess it would be right to assume that if you're meant to be controlled by fear at that point, then it is part of the divine plan, which is what's coming next. Trust the divine plan, indeed. So, like I said, that which the enemy meant for evil, God turns it around for good, for those who serve, in the kingdom. So, I guess in seeing trust the divine plan, if you're overtaken by fear, then I guess it was meant to go that way. Not guess. Let me speak it properly. If you were overcome by fear when you're supposed to be accomplishing a goal, then being overcome by fear is part of the divine plan. Okay, we need to recognize that there's no such thing as failure. Okay, because strategy, God is the master strategist, and know that the steps of a good man or woman are ordered by the Lord. So whether you so-called fail or you succeed, it was meant to be as it turned out to be. Keep calm and carry on and watch what happens next. And that's what experience has taught me, which I'm kind of new to this journey. So the speech, the expressing these things, I'm kind of trapped in between. Well, not trapped, but I see things from that human perspective, as well as I see things from the divine perspective. And sometimes the human perspective might take over, like you saw just now, before I came to the Trust the Divine Plan speech. Because really and truly, we can't fail. There's no such thing as failure. It's all about perception. So you may perceive yourself as have failed something, but the truth is it was part of the divine plan. Trust the divine plan. You see, we cannot fail. Okay? So whether we have the victory or we quote unquote lose, it's still a win, because it's either we succeed or we learn. So if we see life from that perspective, we will forever move forward. We're not meant to win every battle. We're not meant to achieve every goal, okay? What we are meant to achieve and what we are meant to win, we will win, okay? So know how to keep calm and carry on. Move on to the next thing, all right? Just keep it rolling. So at the bottom of the deck, with this one, we have tune out the distractions. The distractions can be those human way of thinking, like I was explaining there. When you're vibrating from that divine level, then your perception about life itself changes. Okay, you need to see things from that divine perspective as opposed to looking at life from the human perspective. But until we solidify ourselves in our divine embodiment, we will always revert to the human side of ourselves, because that's what we have always known. Okay, so we're transitioning from just being a mere human to being an elevated or illuminated one. So it's like when you know better, you do better. So me now, I'm on my journey. I'm new to this journey, and that is why I'm still, as they would say, straddling in between the realms of humanity and the realms of divinity. You see? So, anywho, yeah, so tune out distractions and say no. So like I said, know when to move, know when to chill, know when to speak up, know when to stay silent. Okay? Embrace your power. You have the power to do so. Self-control. All right? And we have nurture yourself first. Like I said, it's all about self-control, doing that which you know is best for you. All right? So we're not here to prove anything to anyone. We're here to become better versions of our own self. Always. We're here to live and lead by example, not through coercion, not through intimidation, or not through making people be afraid. Okay? Everybody has a choice to be who they want to be. And that is our divine right. That is our God-given blessing. That is the gift of life, the ability to choose. You see? So, yeah. So our best way of moving forward is to live by example, not by our words. Okay? So, and if you're not what I'm talking about, you're just not. And if you are, then discern what I'm saying to you. See if it makes any sense to you, because I'm talking to you about this from my own experience. Okay? I'm not new to this. I've learned a few things. I've learned a few foundational lessons, and I'm sharing. Well, God wanted me to share because that's what's coming out in the cards. Okay? We have to do something different, right? So like I was saying, there's our human self and there's our divine self. Who we were as our human self can't be the same as who we are as our divine self. When you pledge yourself to be your divine self, you give over your life to the Most High. Now, before I tell you what I was about to tell you, what I want you to know is that there need to be a focus on success. Okay? Now, our human self and our divine self. Our human self, that door thing is distracting me. But anywho, we're supposed to tune out distractions. So, interesting. I'm not answering it. No, I'm not available anymore. Your time slot is gone. So, do something different. Yeah, so, oh yes, I was about to say that when we dedicate ourselves to our divinity, we actually pledge our life to the Most High. So that means what is of the Most High should come first. Okay? It's just like someone, quote unquote, selling their soul to the devil. We sell our soul to the divine. Same level of allegiance. It's just the energy is different. They're of the darkness, we're of the light. Okay? Your life is no longer your own, and it's not because God wants to take it over. It's because you want to give yourself, you pledge yourself to God's cause, as far as righteousness, as far as light and love, as far as positive, as far as the good of humanity, the good of all goes. Okay? So that's what I wanted to mention about do something different. Who we are in our human self can't be the same as who we are. Well, not in its entirety. There are some things that need to change because we put God first and then ourselves second. And it is a sacrifice. Okay? It's a sacrifice of self. All right? Willingly, freely, okay? Because we know that there are greater things to be gained. And one more thing I need to add to that is those of us who do pledge themselves to live for the Lord tend to be under an illusion that life will no longer be hard. The truth of the matter is, to pledge yourself to live for the Lord is one of the hardest, if not the hardest, life that you can choose to live. Okay? It takes a lot of courage. All right? The good thing to know is that God will equip you with everything that you need at any time that you need it. Okay? What you have to do is learn how to discern when God is guiding you and trust in the guidance that you're getting. Okay? So, yeah. Just know that anyhow that you want to walk around and preach like you are a child of God, or you have given yourself to the Most High, darkness will come and test you. And rightfully so, because okay, you claim say you're of the light, you claim say you're of the Lord, prove it. And in doing so, it will be proven not only to the opposition but also to self. But sometimes we think that we're strong when we're not really strong. But the problem with that is when we're trying to be strong in ourselves as opposed to being strong in the Lord. You see, the Lord is our strength. We are not our own strength. We are nothing. So we have to recognize ourselves as nothing and give our power and glory to the divine, so that divine can give us its wisdom, its courage, its understanding. You see me? So living for the Lord is not about having the victory all the time. It's a test of faith, and it's an opportunity to grow one's faith. Shit gets scary. Okay? It gets scary, it gets challenging, it gets lonely at times, okay? So just know that if you choose to walk this path, it's not an easy path. It is the hardest path, I feel. I don't think there's anything harder. Well, there might be, but to me, so far as I've seen, this is the hardest path to walk. So it has to be something that you decide to do out of your own heart, not something that you do for show, or because you will be embarrassed when the darkness come up against you and you falter. I thought you were this, I thought you were that. That's because you thought you were this and you thought you were that, but you didn't really understand the this and the that. You see, when you pledge your life to the Most High, you have to do it in its entirety. Not, you can't go part ways. You cannot think that when you do something wonderful that it is of yourself. It is not of ourself. We are just instruments. The divine took over our body, our mind, and produced the greatness that we bring into the world. So all glory and power to the Most High. I hope you're understanding me. Moving on, let's see the next message. And we ought to be cool with that, because really and truly, we can't even get our own selves up out of bed. So who and what are we? We are nothing. We'll get up from the sofa to go somewhere to get something, and by the time we get up, we forget what we want, or forget where we're going, forget. So who and what are we? Recognize that we are nothing without the Most High. We are empty vessels. We are powerless. And if we haven't recognized the Most High and we have power, know that it is not our own power. It is still the Most High blessing you. Because the Most High is trying to draw your attention. And know that it will be taken away at some point, so that you can recognize, especially if you start getting too happy thinking, yeah, I'm this, I'm that. No, you're not. God is. We are but vessels. We are but instruments. We have permission to enjoy our life too, because life is a gift in itself. But there's a time for us to enjoy life the way that we want to. But if we have pledged ourselves to live for God, then at what point do we give of ourselves to God? You see me? We cannot take the good and not the quote unquote bad. We have to take the challenges as well as the glory that comes with living for God. We have to take them both. Okay? So there are times when we are called for duty, and there are times when we are allowed to live our life in the way that we want to. Okay? If you've made a pledge to God, you have pledged to give your time, your essence, your energy, your body, mind, and spirit, I should say, to God. You see, it's like you apply for a job, you get the job, but you don't turn up to the job. But you end up getting some kind of pay, and you expect to keep getting paid without turning up to do the job. Or you turn up to do the job and you do it half-heartedly. That's not fair, okay? And God's not cool with that. So it's either you're in or you're out. So that time when we can be true to our humanity is those times when I guess we're on vacation. But it's very rewarding doing this, because it's like back in the days of slavery. If none of those slaves were brave enough to take it upon themselves to see to it that freedom is theirs and freedom is attained for their children and those other people that they love, then we would still be in slavery today. Someone has to sacrifice. You see, someone has to put themselves out there for the greater good. We have to. Okay? If you're not called to do so, then consider yourself exempt. But if you are called to do so, if you feel it in your spirit that you're called to do so, then it's because God knows that you have the ability to do so. You have what it takes. No matter how hard it seems at times, you have what it takes. And what you don't have, you will be given, because you have faith to believe that you will be given. Whether it's courage, whether it's wisdom, whether it's outside help from someone else, whether it's money, whatever you need to do to get the job done for the Most High, for the greater good of humanity, for the greater good of your family, even of yourself. So on a wide scale and on a small scale, you'll be given. And people will watch and wonder, how you so blessed? How can you be this and how can you be that? It's because you're under God's umbrella. You see me? Everybody have their umbrella that they come under. The Illuminati umbrella. Whatever other umbrella, secret societies umbrellas. I come under God umbrella. God is my headmaster. God's kingdom is my head office. So we have vulnerability, exertion, victimhood. And this is what people who choose to live for the Most High encounter. So now we have to rise above all these things. Because vulnerability, when we start talking the way that we're talking, when we start talking about how we choose to live for the Most High, the next thing that comes, next thing that comes is people to challenge us, because they want to knock you down off your pinnacle. Because it's like, okay, you say you're living for the Most High, but are you really? Why? Because a lot of the times, you being up here makes them feel terrible within their own self. Okay? They want you to be on the same level with them. So the question is, are you really of the Most High, or are you not? And it's not a matter of not falling, it's a matter of getting back up when you fall. If you truly are of God, you won't stay down. We're allowed to fall. But what people who truly are of God don't do is stay down. We repent and we get back up. Because there's a lesson in us falling. There's a reason for us falling. There's power in falling. Because when you rise again, you've gained some knowledge, you've gained experience, possibly comrades and stuff like that. And your rise will be even greater. Victimhood. Yeah, they come at you. Exertion is hard work. Like I said, this is the hardest path in life that I know of that one can take. Okay, talking about you living for God. God is the highest of the high, so that means any enemy in this world of the highest caliber becomes your enemy automatically. And that shit can be scary if you're not truly who you say you are. You can't be afraid of death. You can't be afraid to hurt. You must know that through God you have the power to overcome if you're meant to. But just know that whatever God wants to use you for, it will be done. So we have laughter. Yeah, they laugh at you when you fall. And that brings in insecurity. But it's your job to discern and know, okay, you can laugh now, but I know I am who I say I am. And who laugh last, laugh the best. It's all about your perception. This is a battle for the mind. Faith. What do you believe in? Who do you believe in? Even when times get dark, even when it looks like you're losing, will you stop having faith and hope in the Most High's ability to sustain you, to redeem you, to save you? If you have doubts about God, that's a disrespect to God. Choose a side and stick to it, no matter what it looks like. It's destiny. It's destiny. And if you stick to it, you'll gain knowledge. And the knowledge that you gain, that is the magic. It's all about perception. Perception is a word that is underrated or not looked at enough. But perception has immense power. Magic in abundance. Okay? Got kindness. This is magic. Kindness is magic. Truthfulness is magic. I hope you're understanding me. Knowing your self-worth is magic. The things that people put down and make it seem like it's not important, a lot of the times are the most important. There's more power in love than there is in hatred. There's so much power in love that the fact that love is so gentle and so, what's the word? The word, I'm trying to find a word that means when something subtle, that's the word. Love is so subtle. Love a lot of the times is not loud. It's subtle. It's gentle. It seems powerless. But it really isn't. It really, 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 really isn't. Talking from experience. Now there are two types of love. There's that gentle love and then there's tough love. So we have to know when to switch between the two. But it's always love. Because you have to know that just because you're a lover doesn't mean that you set yourself up for people to treat you any old how. That's my personal belief. I don't think it works like that. There's a time to strike back. There's a time to walk away. There's a time to just be silent. But it's all love. I'm happy that this reading is coming out. So the first card we have to come out. First card we have to come out is reacquaint yourself with one of your creative pastimes. So reacquainting yourself with one of your creative pastimes. What does that mean to you? A lot of the times, the things that we need to take us to the next level, we already have. A lot of the times, we think that we don't have it. But if you are one of God's representatives, you will know you already have everything that you need to get the job done. And these creative pastimes may seem like just a creative pastime to you, but there is power in that creative pastime. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm hearing to tell you. So trust. It may seem insignificant to you, but it will soon be revealed to you the power that you had in your possession all along. Have write a letter to your future self. Now, writing a letter to your future self, what do you hope to achieve? That's what I'm hearing. What do you hope to achieve? Do you think you'll achieve? How do you know? Write a letter to your future self. It will reveal a lot to you right now as it pertains to your perception of who you are and what you can accomplish. The next thing we have is write down 4 things you are grateful for. Write down 4 things you are grateful for. So what are those 4 things for you? You don't have to write them down, but just bring it to the forefront of your mind. Possibly things that you've taken for granted. Okay? Because when we get used to having certain things being wonderful, we tend to become complacent, and we tend to kind of, not out of a lack of gratitude, but just out of a lack of familiarity. We're used to being treated a certain way, or we're used to having certain things. So we can start treating it like it's nothing until we lose that thing. And then all of a sudden we find a new level of respect and appreciation for it. Yeah. So what are those things that you're actually grateful for that you take for granted? I'm sure you can find more than 4. So just start listing them off, my love, and give thanks. Just list them off. List them off. Yeah, list them and give thanks. Next we have take a walk coming. Take a walk. I'm getting with this is your spiritual journey. Take a walk on this spiritual path. Take a walk on the spiritual path and stop to smell the roses. Stop to smell the roses means stop to think about who you are, what you're doing, why did you choose to do this, or why did you not choose to do something? What does it mean to you? How do you think it will affect other people? You know, get to the meat of the situation. Yeah, take a walk. Go forward. Keep going. That's what I'm hearing. Keep going. God's got you. You're okay. You're gonna be okay. Okay? And just imagine how something that somebody did in the past can affect their generations if they did something negative. If you choose to do something positive, think about the positive effect that will have on your future generations. Okay? Your children's 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 children will be blessed because of you. So you're a blessing to your descendants way before you even know they exist. That's quite cool, actually. I like how that sounds. So at the bottom of the deck, we have a browse through a bookstore or library, which is talking about what I brought up with the take a walk. Stop to smell the roses. Take a good look. Take a good look. Have a browse through a bookstore or a library. What's in a bookstore and a library is information. Information forms our perception if we choose to believe or not believe. It makes us wiser, whether it's information that we can use or information that we become aware of the fact that we should stay away from. It's all good. It's good for something. So, yeah, pay attention to your spiritual journey. Pay attention to your psychological status. All right? And if you can, the psychological status of the other people around you as well. Okay? And then we have practice Tai Chi. So know when to, after practice Tai Chi, we have just chill. And we have buy yourself some flowers. So, yeah. So practice Tai Chi. Tai Chi is about strengthening oneself. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So related to have a browse to the bookstore. If we look at the practice Tai Chi, this having a look through the bookstore or taking a closer look at what's going on in your mind is actually bringing that relief to you through gaining understanding, knowing where you're at, okay, knowing where you want to go, knowing how whatever you did or whatever you think may affect you and affect others, okay, taking the time to suss out the mysteries of life, things like that. It strengthens your mind. Tai Chi strengthens the body and it calms the mind to have understanding. Tai Chi calms the body, okay? It gets things back into balance. And we have just chill and buy yourself some flowers. So that's talking about being kind to yourself. So know when to stop thinking. Know when to just let go and let things be, okay? We do not have to know and understand everything. And right after that, we had do more research on a topic you have an interest in. That's what I'm talking about. So if you've been called in your heart, if you have a desire to know about something, or even if it's self or whatever you've been called to do within your heart, just take some time and apply yourself in that direction. Apply some energy in that direction, okay? Because wherever your energy flows, in those areas, you will have growth. So in what areas do you want to have growth? That's the question. That's where you should be putting your energy, okay? And if you're watching this reading and you're thinking that it's nonsense, then obviously this reading is not for you. If you're watching this reading and you're thinking I'm taking long, then you should shut this reading off and go find something else for yourself to do. Got quest. It's a challenge. Nobody said it would be easy, but no path in life is easy. If you choose to walk in the darkness, it's not easy. If you choose to stand on the sidelines, it's not easy because people are still gonna come at you. And if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for any old thing. If you do not fill your vessel up with something, then you're open to being filled with anything, which there's nothing wrong with. That is your choice. But every choice also come with consequences. You can't plant peas if you want corn. You can't plant corn if peas is actually what you want. So the question is, what do you want? You're not alone in achieving it, but you have to believe. Perception is everything. Trust the divine plan. And when it comes to purpose, a lot of people talk about purpose and they'll ask questions like, what is your purpose? As if it's a final destination, as if life is like a one track kind of vibe, like everything that you do is meant to take you to this one grand finale. I don't see purpose like that. I see purpose as every damn thing that we ever do in life, because every action and or inaction causes a reaction, and every action and reaction, it moves things, it shifts things, and you don't know, you might just say hi to someone one day and that might just change that person's whole perception of life and humanity. You see, so what is your purpose? Your purpose is everything that you have ever done and everything that you will ever do and whatever you're doing now. That's your purpose. That's how I see it. It makes more sense to me that way. Because I'm the type of person, never mind. But just know that everything that you ever done, everything that you ever will do, and whatever you're doing now, that's your purpose in life. Because it's going to have an effect in some way. And God is using you to create that effect. That's your purpose. It feels wrong though. Oh, okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, so at the bottom of this deck here, we have renewal. And the cards we have to come out, we have destiny, passion, impartiality. That is very important because we're not here to take sides. People like us are not here to get into that black or white, that rich or poor, that male or female, that religious or spiritual. None of them battles. We're not here to get involved in them things. Them things are irrelevant. Okay? These are the types of things that are used to divide and conquer. We are here to be neutral. We're here to support what is right. After using our discernment, we're here to be just. We're here to be fair. We're not here to put powers and principalities against each other. Live and let live. And at the end of the day, know that God is the final judge. And what we cannot accomplish, God will. So we are not here to fix everything. Okay? So we need to know when to pull back. Okay? We need to know what is our business to fix and what is God's business to fix. Okay? So yeah, our passion should be impartiality, balance. Balance. All right. So, let's see these cards now. So the first card we have is miracle. I believe in miracles. And that's what confuses a lot of people. People like us believe in miracles. And they actually happen. Possibly because we believe. We dumbfound people, and that's part of our power. They don't get it. And that's okay, because we do. God is good. God is great. So we have miracle. We have enlightenment. And perseverance. Let me look at these other cards so I can get what this message is saying. So we have release, workaholic, complacency. In this case, complacency is a good thing. Like I said, know when to act and know when to chill. And that's how the reading started off as well. Being in that relaxed mode. Not in a rush to go forward to the next level or to fulfill whatever you think the world expects of you. You know, people outside of you expect of you. So after complacency, we have recovery. We have rejection and we have vanity. The world, what people expect of you. Now is the time to start within yourself. Take time for yourself. Heal yourself. Work on your own timing. Let the world wait. Let the world wait. That's what I'm getting. Release, workaholic. Release that work. Rest. Complacency will bring you recovery. Slow down. Right now it's time to slow down. Reject vanity. Reject whatever is outside of you, calling you, trying to drag you up from your place of rest. You need rest. You need to renew your soul. You need to renew your body. That's what time it is right now. It may feel like you're not doing anything to people outside you, but it's like putting your phone on charge. If you put your phone on charge and you're using it while you're charging it, it doesn't really charge properly. You need to leave it. Leave it so that it can charge. You know, you're trying to bake a cake, you keep opening the oven. You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna go. You need to leave it. So right now, you're the cake in the oven. You're the phone on charge. They need to leave you alone so that you can recharge. Because when you're operating at optimum level, you can give of yourself to these people who are calling on your spirit, to these people who want to be in your presence, to these people who are waiting to get whatever it is that you have to give. Okay, right now it's time out. And it may be hard. Perseverance. It may be hard because I could, when I was resting, I could feel people pulling on my spirit. I could feel people pulling on my spirit. They want information, they're looking for answers and stuff like that. But dependency is not a healthy thing either. It's nice to feel appreciated. It's nice to know that you're helping. But at the end of the day, you're not a superhero. Okay? And if you're not operating at optimum level, then what you're producing, what you're sharing will not be of its highest quality. So you need to revive, you need to rejuvenate yourself. Okay? Do whatever you need to do, ground yourself so that you can give properly. And who can't understand that, then that's just too sad for them. Make sure you understand that. So when you're dealing with people as well, if they feel drained, if they feel overwhelmed and they're not giving to you in the way that you know you're used to getting from them, then maybe you need to step back a little bit and give them some time to recharge. Okay? So recognize it from both sides. There's that impartiality energy. Okay? Be considerate of others as well. So that's the message that God wanted to come out for us. Felt good. I hope that you found the information helpful. I hope that you understand what I was saying. Um, if you understand what I was saying, then that means you're special like me. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, then you're special in another kind of way. So you need to seek out who you are. Okay? I do recommend Spirit Tribe readings. I find that to be very helpful because a Spirit Tribe reading, it actually it 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 shows you a picture of yourself in your entirety. Okay? So you can then understand yourself, know why you have certain personality traits, know why you like certain things and don't like certain other things and things like that. So I do recommend Spirit Tribe readings. Understand what Spirit Tribe you're of, because it gives you a lot of information about your personality. And if you're truly serious about who you are, then you need to find out how can you bring balance to your life in light of your Spirit Tribe. So you have these obligations as part of a Spirit Tribe, but you also have your personal life. How do you bring those two into harmony, into balance? Okay? So, yeah, now I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening, if you were paying attention. And if you are of my, I don't want to say class, but if you're in the same okay, let me just say it. If you're in the same class as I am, okay, let's look at it from a school class. Yeah. If you're in the same school class as I am, you will have found this information helpful. And yeah, hopefully it will bring you some grounding, some understanding, and help you to go forward in a more harmonious and peaceful way. So take the time to think about what you need to think about and understand yourself. Rest, sleep if you need to sleep. Okay, do whatever it is that you need to do, because if you're not of your if you're not at optimum level, you will not be able to give of yourself as well as you would normally. Okay, if you're depleted, you're gonna be miserable, you're gonna be cranky, you're gonna do things half-heartedly and stuff like that. Not a good look. So anyway, thank you so much again for watching, and I do wish you the very best going forward. And yeah, nice to meet you. All right, take care. Bye bye.